Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol KMPH. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. If you're not sure what I mean by 30-minute, I do offer an explanation video at that link. So if you go there, I'll explain in detail. Done this analysis several times last week. After today's price movement, from a presentation standpoint, the chart now becomes relatively tricky to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought there, or maybe you bought right there, and your plan was to buy and sell within 20 minutes, well then yeah, from that point of view, the chart's looking pretty bad. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. From the highs, there's been a big pullback here, but from the grand scheme of it all, the price still has plenty of opportunity to chip away and build a higher base, and that's how long-term uptrends are constructed, and that's also going to be the point of view that I'm talking about things from. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trading type mentality going into this. And I'm not saying this is what's going to occur, but just for explanation's sake, let's say that the price actually comes down to 40 cents, which is a level I've talked about before, that green line, behaves like that, and then begins to work its way back upwards. What would you have in this instance? Now, again, keyword being big picture. Well, from the big picture, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have lows right there. You'd have these lows down there. And if you envision each one of those as stair steps, well, what do you have? Well, from the big picture, you'd still very clearly have stair steps making progress in the upwards direction. And again, that's the name of the game. That's what a truly strong move is going to do over time. It's going to make progress forward. And in this situation, quote unquote, progress being defined as 40 cents. Now, what about levels of resistance? Well, really, they don't matter because as long as the price builds those higher bases, everything else will eventually take care of itself, including breaking those levels of resistance. So that is why healthy consolidations and building higher lows matter so much. Sure, it's not the most exciting thing to talk about, but as long as those lows just keep getting higher and higher, then everything else, like I said, including going to new highs, or in other words, breaking levels of resistance, is what's going to occur. So just focus on continuing to chip away and build those higher lows and sit back and let the trend do its thing. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.